Hello and welcome to another OJCS Storytime. This week we're going to meet some of Slinky Malinki's friends. Last week we read some stories about the mischief that Slinky Malinki likes to get into. And this week we're going to meet some new cat characters in the series that I think you're really going to like. Even though I should have a cat sitting with me right now since I'm reading Slinky Malinki, I have a very lazy hot dog. So Annie is here to chill out with us while we read the stories on this very hot day. This book is called Slinky Malinki, Catflaps by Dodd. The house was asleep. It was silent and still, with flickering shadows on ceiling and sill. Slinky Malinki was cozy and snug, curled in a ball on the raggedy rug. He opened an eye, inspected his toes, and washed from his tail to the tip of his nose. He wiped round an ear with a delicate paw and stretched as he silently slipped through the door. If you need a cat stretch right now, we'll take a minute so you can have a nice stretch. Stretch. Whiskers all twitching and eyes shining bright, he squeezed through his cat flap and into the night. So a cat flap's like a little pet door where a cat can get in and out of the house. He prowled round the garden and smelled every smell, from the rambling rose to the snail in its shell. Then, with a curious questioning call, he sprang to the top of the tumble-down wall. "Prow," he called. Out of a bush at the end of the wall came two creeping shadows, one big and one small. Slipping and slithering, scrambling down, were Gray Wackle Jones and Butterball Brown. Their names are Gray Wackle Jones and Butterball Brown. Those are some very interesting names. Next to the hole by the tunnel house door, furtively lurking were two shadows more. Up through the leaves of the five-finger tree climbed Pimpernel Pew and Mushroom McGee. Down on the grass by the cucumber frame, mysterious figures were playing a game. They tumbled and chased with a scuffle and a cuff, the Papadom kittens and Grizzly McDuff. From nooks and from crannies, from mischief and game, from every corner and crevice they came. They sat in the moonlight's silvery glow, hobnobbing happily, 10 in a row. But out of the hedge by the rickety seat, disturbing the birds in their feathery sleep, something was sneaking on Pussyfoot paw, the cranky and crotchety Scarface Claw. Oh. Then, all at once, came the ear-splitting sound of a caterwaul symphony echoing down. Wow! 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 My dog didn't like that at all. Make your own cat noise if you can. I've had a lot of practice with mine, so mine sound fairly realistic. It woke all the neighbors from window and door, came bellowing shouts and a furious roar. Shh, they all said. What a rackety bunch! Stop that commotion and go home at once. With a grumbling growl and a scuttle of paw, off and away galloped Scarface Claw, and down from the wall, with a hiss and a spit, went Slinky Malinki, lickety split. The others all followed until there were 9, trotting behind in a tail-waving line. Whiskers all twitching and eyes shining bright, they squeezed through the catflap and out of the night. The house was asleep, it was silent and still, with flickering shadows on ceiling and sill. Slinky Malinky was cozy and snug, with all of his friends on the raggedy rug. They sat in the firelight's welcoming glow, hobnobbing happily, 10 in a row. Hope you guys enjoyed that story and meeting some of the very strangely named Slinky Malinky friends.